Hello everyone and welcome back. If it's your first time here, please take a moment to subscribe and give me a follow on Instagram. The robot overlords appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Nova EDC fixed blade by TONIFE. And while the name keeps reminding me about one specific clip from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I will do my best to give you an honest but fun review. So power through those sweet close-ups and we will get right to it. The designer is a company called TONIFE, which is a sub-brand of Flyer Industrial Co. Ltd. This is a fixed blade knife, so it is forever open and has no locking mechanism. This knife is also a full tang. Must hold the orange tang. And this means that this piece of steel that makes up the blade also extends the full length and width of the knife's handle. And because the knife doesn't have a pivot or any moving parts, and it's one solid piece of steel, it is going to be stronger and easier to maintain than a folding knife. Like most fixed blade knives, it does come with a sheath. The sheath is made of Kydex, which is a rigid thermoplastic commonly used in sheaths for knives and holsters for firearms. The sheath has a pocket clip too, so you're able to attach it wherever you can. There is one drawback to this sheath though, and I'll highlight that a little later. The handle material is G10. It's a lightweight but strong material and it resists the elements. For those who don't know, it's made out of layers of fiberglass and resin. This knife does come in a few different versions. A black handle with a satin blade, like you can see here, a desert tan handle with a stonewash blade, and an OD green handle with a black coated blade. The length of this blade is 2.8 inches, with an overall length of 6.4. Since this blade is under 3 inches, it may be a good choice for people who live in areas with blade length restrictions. But remember, always check your local laws regarding what you can and cannot carry. I am not a lawyer, and I do not play one on TV. The blade shape is a drop point, which means that the spine has a nice drop down to meet the tip. Due to how narrow this blade is, it makes a great letter opener, package opener, or piercer to deflate those cushion packaging materials that you need to recycle. The high flat grind also makes this an excellent little slicer for daily tasks, and it would even make a nice paring knife. And you know what pairs good with a knife? A fork. The blade steel is 8CR14 MOV. And this material is a nice high carbon stainless steel. And while it's considered a budget steel, it is still decent for the price point. And speaking of price, this knife is very reasonable at about $22. I picked it up from AliExpress during one of those big sales that they do every few months, and I was able to get it for just about $13. So if you wait for a sale, you might be able to save some money as well. This knife is very small and it fits comfortably in my hands. It doesn't have any hot spots too. I also really like the jimping on the spine, and it gives me really good traction without being too aggressive. Another bonus is the size. Since it is so small, I can easily throw the whole thing into a purse or a pocket when I have one. As mentioned earlier, I do have one complaint. I carried this knife for a few occasions, and the only drawback so far for me was the sheath clip. When I tried to take the knife out, the sheath would follow, which is not what you want. I think I will need to swap it out for something a bit stronger like an ulti-clip. My boyfriend has larger hands than me, and he needs extra space for his grip since this knife is small, so he added a nice 550 paracord lanyard to the end. So, that's all I got. I try to end with something inspirational, something nice because everything can seem overwhelming, So my inspiration or life tip for you all is to take a walk outside for 20 minutes every day. Scientists say it can help boost your mood, and it can also improve your health too. So put on your favorite music or podcast and try to dedicate 20 minutes outside for yourself. You definitely deserve it. Please subscribe or share my channel with your friends. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, and it can help more people find out about me. So thank you everyone for taking the time and making it to the end. My self-esteem thanks you. Carbon stainless steel. And while it's considered a budget steel, it is still decent for the price point.